We know there are times where you want to be in the mood and ready for your special someone. Erectile dysfunction medication has been around for years and has helped so many men regain their confidence in the bedroom. But what about when you don't want your chub to pop, like during indoor class lectures, hanging out with your grandma, hanging out at your grandma's funeral, or seeing Andrew Garfield in a movie and having to convince your girlfriend you definitely aren't attracted to him? If this is the case for you, then it's time to talk to your doctor about trying No Boner Riva, the newest anti-erection medication for the embarrassed and aroused man on the go. Tired of having to explain to that girl in English class that it's not because of her? Sick of not being able to wear sweatpants while watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Now just pop a couple of No Boner Rivas, and it doesn't matter how big Kim's ass is, you'll be as asexual as Paula Poundstone in an evangelical library.
Hi, I'm Dr. Phil, and I was given a lump sum of money to say that No Boner Riva is the greatest medical marvel to ever exist. When you don't want the snake to wake up next to the gopher hole, you have to pop a pill so you don't pop that chub. Take it from me, a dude that doesn't have a medical license but means well.
So talk to your doctor today about No Boner Riva and put an end to those ill-timed erections. Side effects include erections that are worse than you even started with, itching, sadness, loneliness, and missing Andrew Garfield. No Boner Riva. Erections be gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
What you're asking for has got a powerful price.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. Thank you. Yes, I know, it's great. I'm so great, right? Yeah.
And like, a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Alex Mador, as you know, if you like this show. And if you don't, then, I'm sorry. Alright, so this is the Thursday episode. I hope your week's been going well. Mine's been, pretty decent. I've really been doing my best to relax since I have some time before summer classes begin, because I need to chill out a little. I do. Finals week was terrible, like such a fucking headache. And I'm allowed to have a little relaxation time. Stopped drinking excessively. I quit vaping. It's been 15 days now since my last vape. This is like some... Wait, let me fix this microphone position here. Here we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is decent progress. And I feel significantly less depressed because of it. I think after doing psychedelics in my week off, I came to terms with the fact that I can no longer ignore the poison and abuse I have been putting my body through with drinking and vaping, nicotine, and all that stuff. I've been eating trash, eating like McDonald's and Taco Bell just endlessly. That shit was killing me. And so this has been helpful. This has been really helpful because I no longer pass out at 9 p.m. I've been staying up and having fun late into the night, and it's been enjoyable. I wake up in the morning and don't feel like I'm gonna fall right back asleep. I feel much healthier, much more active. Like I would start drinking at 2 p.m. every day for the last year since like this pandemic began, and my excuse was the pandemic and that I would stop when it was all over. Well, the pandemic is coming to an end for now, and I don't have any more excuses. People can go out again, so why am I sitting at home drinking in the afternoon? It's not healthy. And I've been so paranoid about my health all year, but I haven't been doing anything to be proactive about my health. I've been doing the opposite. So that's changing now. I'm being much more mindful of these things and taking better care of myself. Like I said, I was drinking from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. every single night, and it's probably done a lot of damage. You know, my beer belly and bloating was starting to get really bad because of it. My reflux was unbearable and uncomfortable, and now that I stopped the drinking especially, my reflux has gotten better, my voice feels slightly easier to use, and I burp much less, feel more active, less depressed. You know, improvements here. This lockdown and everything that comes with it has been so terrible for my health, and it's enabled me to be the least active version of myself ever. So I have to stop being a big fatty and start being healthy about everything, because I need to get rid of this belly. It's been protruding for a little while. I look like Winnie the Pooh, or pregnant, or both. So that's something that needs to be dealt with. Like, I only fit in one or two of my shirts and maybe one pair of shorts, maybe two. And it's not like I can just drop a bunch of money on an all new wardrobe. Like, the one shirt I bought that I can fit in I bought it for $15 on Amazon. Like, I'm a plebeian. I think I need to make that clear. And speaking of plebeian, I've been using wired earphones for the past couple of weeks since my AirPods broke. And they came back today. They're fixed. AirPods Pro, completely fixed. Which, like, is helpful. I'm looking forward to going back to listening to podcasts while I'm on the toilet, while my phone is in the other room, because I don't like bringing my phone to the toilet. It's just like a little pet peeve of mine personally. Like, I prefer going wireless. I don't want to make a mistake and drop the whole phone into the bowl or something. I'd rather be hands-free while I'm pooping or whatever. So I'm hoping that I can have that wonderful experience once again, and these things don't break anymore. They were having like this weird echo vibration feedback that was in my ears, and it hurt so much. So they fixed it. It's working much better now. For now, I don't know if they just replaced the whole pod or pods themselves, because it all looks brand new. That's the thing. It looks brand new. So I'm like, damn, did they give me like a whole new set? They were like, fuck it, just give him a replacement. Because they're fantastic now. Like, they completely work like just so much better than before. It's amazing. So yeah, I think they just replaced them with a new one, with a new pair. Like, they've been amazing headphones. I think I gave a review of the AirPods Pro on this show. Not that this is a tech review show or anything, but the noise canceling is fantastic. They're probably the best pair of headphones that I've ever owned, if I'm being real. I'm not exaggerating. I've had a lot of headphones in my life. The best ones I had before this were the Brazil FIFA World Cup edition Beats noise canceling headphones that were one of the first things I bought with the money I earned at the grocery store other than drugs. And they were great. Studio quality headphones, and I ended up selling them for money for drugs when I went off to college, unfortunately. And, looking back, that was really sad. But I was addicted to Xanax, so what are you gonna do? I was like a crackhead back then. It was a very, very dark time in my life. But now, with these AirPods Pro, the noise canceling is even better. They're wireless and portable, easy to use. Everything about them is absolutely perfect. So I'm really hoping they come back they work 100% completely again. I don't know, because it seems like they lasted exactly a year and then they went to shit. Which, that's the way new technology works, that planned obsolescence. Oh, it's broken? Just buy a new one. Buy the new one that just came out right after yours broke. And, I don't have a headphone jack on my phone, so I have to use lightning port headphones when these are broken, which aren't terrible, but it feels wrong after being so privileged and having wireless AirPods for so long. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. It's not really worth your time, and I'm sorry. There's a decent amount of shit going on in the world that I'm neglecting talking about. So we can talk about that. 50% of U.S. adults are vaccinated. That's one thing. That's good and all. But I was hoping the number would be higher than that. And I hear so many people are getting counterfeit vaccine cards, and I'm hoping they have a way to combat that. Otherwise, no one is going to be safe from COVID when going to like an indoor event. What I think they need to do is move away from the paper handwritten vaccine cards and instead use the digital vaccine passports on phones. And, it pisses me off that the only reason we can't have progress in our lives is because a bunch of paranoid anti-science conservative freaks who believe everything is a conspiracy to track and control people are running shit or making enough of an impact where we can't do any of this shit. Just because a bunch of assholes are out of touch with reality, we all have to suffer? Do the people who are anti-mask and anti-vax realize that if they want COVID to end so bad and restrictions to end so bad, the way to do that is through masks and vaccines? Or do they not even realize that? It's frustrating. Why are we letting these idiots control what happens to the people we care about? Fuck those idiots. I bet they all listen to Joe Rogan and cream their pants every time he says something to endanger the masses. Just a bunch of idiots. Get the vaccine. Why are people so hesitant? The whole microchip conspiracy started because of a patent to put invisible tattoo ink on the skin of someone who got a vaccine as a way to prove that they've gotten it under a specific light, kind of like the Chuck E. Cheese stamps. And it was pretty cool, and it was a good idea until the conservative QAnon nutjobs translated that into a microchip and then into Mark of the Beast. And it's it wasn't even a chip. Where was the chip, dude? There was no chip. It's a little tattoo, a little invisible ink. You idiots. Everything is the Mark of the Beast according to these people. These QAnon people, they should stop using their phones then, because those could be considered the Mark of the Beast, but they use them all day to scroll on Parler. They should also stop driving cars places because those require an identification card to use them. Isn't that the Mark of the Beast? They're so selective with the things they consider a threat, and it's ridiculous and needs to stop. And these people shouldn't be allowed to be this dangerous. The Karens that have been making scenes throughout this pandemic have been doing so much damage because no one's doing anything to stop them. No one's doing anything useful to stop them. Did you see Amy Cooper, the Central Park Karen, is suing her former employer for firing her because she called the cops on that innocent black guy who was literally just bird watching? Yeah, dude, she did that. Just when you thought maybe she learned her lesson and this and is going to change for the better, but no, she's suing for discrimination. Another white offender trying to make themselves out to be the victim of oppression. It's no, you bitch. You made a whole scene because you're a fucking racist. I don't care how threatened you act on the phone. You're not fooling anyone. You literally told the innocent guy that you were calling the police on, I'm gonna tell the police a black man is harassing me, which is the worst part because she's abusing the racial biases against black people in order to make this innocent dude afraid for his life. It's racist manipulation, and in my opinion, she should have been fired for that. She should have been arrested for that. Her employer did the right thing, though. No one should be welcomed back to their job after going viral for something as fucked up as that. Actually, I think I saw her and her dog when I was near Central Park last year, outside of her apartment. I was walking home from something. And at first I didn't think it was her, but no, dude, it was. Same dog, phone, outfit, everything. Like, I wanted to say something so badly, but I don't know. It would have been bad. It's not a good look for a man to be yelling obscenities at a woman on the street. If anybody got video of that. Local podcaster goes crazy at woman. Another thing in the news. Oh boy. So another thing in the news is people are saying COVID may have been started in a lab that researches viruses in Wuhan, China. And I'm being really hesitant on that whole thing, that whole idea, but even the Democrats are saying that's probably what happened, even Fauci. Which, this won't fare well for Asian people, if it's true. I'm honestly pretty scared. Like, if it comes out that it did indeed originate in a lab in Wuhan, hate crimes against Asian people are guaranteed to increase even more than they already have. It's a big fucking problem, man. Like, someone tweeted a reply to a tweet I made in March of 2020, so over a year ago, saying like not so, like, wait 1 second, let me see what the tweet said. Like not so racist now that, like, Lord Fauci is even saying it's from a lab, lol. And I'm like, okay, great. Like, another white dude reinforcing that Asians are the problem. Why lol? Why lol? It's not funny. The tweet I made was legitimately concerned about, like, Asian hate crimes, people blaming all Asian people for the virus. So what's funny, dude? Saw you and your and of course he's, like, dressed in full on, like, I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't want to be insensitive, but full on, like, Jewish garb, like he's got this thing around his neck with, like, the stars of David. He's got like a hat and, all this stuff. I don't know what the stuff is called, okay? But he's got all the whole kit and caboodle of Judaism. He's wearing the whole fucking temple on his fucking wardrobe. And he's, and he's coming at me about, like, Asians. I'm like, dude, okay. How about I start talking about how you guys are all, you guys just love bombing brown people by, like, based on current events. Should I just start saying all Jews are responsible for bombing brown people? That wouldn't work, right? That would be anti-Semitic. So why is it any different when it comes to Asian people? I'm not trying to offend anybody here. I'm explaining how that could be offensive to the person that is offending my people. Anyways, like, I don't know, like, I'm hesitant on believing that it was made in a lab, because it's scary, because I really don't want to be attacked for something that truly has nothing to do with me. And I'm afraid to go outside now that I know that people can tell that I'm Asian after the Chinese food incident with the white neighbor I talked about last episode. So if it ends up being true, I think everyone here can agree that it's not the Chinese citizens or Asians in general who are responsible for sending coronavirus. It's whoever's in charge of that lab in Wuhan, if this ends up being the case. Like, blame the government, not the people. It's not fair to the people who have nothing to do with this and are suffering the same way that you and me are suffering, to, like, attack them and treat them as scapegoats. We need to stop looking for scapegoats. If it ends up having come from a lab, then yes, we need to hold those, like, who are legitimately responsible accountable. But only the people who are actually involved. Like, I kind of get where the gloating Twitter guy is coming from, although I don't I don't know how he found my tweet from 2020 to reply to now. I've been like, how did you remember that? I've been wrong so many times before, and this could be, another one of those times. And if all the facts come out and it ends up being the case, then I have a little bit of egg on my face. I will admit to that. And I don't believe one way or the other. The wet market theory makes a lot more sense to me after seeing documentaries about wet markets and how sickness is spread there. That would make a lot more sense. Like, dude, have you seen those videos? It's gross. The shit you can buy there. Something like that. It makes me want to become a vegetarian when I see a wet market, like a video of a wet market in China. And that's the main theory people have about where the virus came from, but they're investigating the issue and the origin some more, opened that whole thing up to see if it did indeed come from a lab. So we'll wait and see on that, but also stop the Asian hate because, Asian people in general didn't do anything. Sweet old Mrs. Kim down the hall from you has nothing to do with spreading the virus to the American population. She's lived here for 40 years, dude. She's Korean, not even Chinese, bro. Don't beat her up. So I'm really not sure about, about that. We need more information because, the Chinese Communist Party is a scary thing, especially to conservatives who hate the word communism. But they're scary. They are. They're very authoritarian. They're controlling their population and the flow of information. They don't care about killing people and want to compete with us in every possible way. They're bad for the environment, like with all the coal plants that they allow. So I understand the pushback to ever, working with them or cooperating or defending them or anything. But the Chinese people are not the same thing as the CCP. And that's a fact. The same way I, as an American citizen, am not the same as Ted Cruz. I don't believe the same things as Ted Cruz, so don't lump me in with him. Even though he represents a state. He is the senator of a state in this country that I live in. He's an American senator. That doesn't mean I agree with him. That doesn't mean I live the same type of life as him in any way. Not everyone believes the same shit. Not everyone is an agent of evil or control. Most people are just trying to live their lives the best they possibly can. You know that. Can we all agree that Asian Americans have nothing to do with coronavirus other than being the same race as potential offenders in the issue? They live in America. Asian Americans live in America. They aren't bringing anything over here. They're already here. They've been here. Relax. We need to focus on getting rid of the virus here and preventing it from happening again, not pointing out blame at everyone who looks like they could possibly be Chinese. So that's what's going on there with the hate crimes and Asian hate and coronavirus, all that stuff. Let me just check on something. I want to see if I have this available here for us to look at. So Joe Biden spoke to a bunch of influencers because that's what needs to happen. Fucking influencers need to be spending time with our president and asking him the important questions. Not. How about we don't do that? How about we stick to running the country, Joe? But shit, where am I? So Joe Biden talked to a bunch of influencers in their YouTube videos about the virus. It looks really cheesy. I don't even know who these influencers are or why they were selected over someone prominent like Markiplier or Hassan Piker or someone people actually enjoy watching. I legitimately have no idea who any of these people are, and that makes me really not care about anything that anyone has to say in those videos. They look like shitty versions of actual decent YouTubers. The videos are discussing the vaccines and their safety as well as effectiveness, which is good, but come on, give us some real YouTubers to talk to the president. What, you picked the cleanest, most dull, unexciting people in influencer history? Who are these people? Are they industry plants? Government plants? It makes sense considering how boring and dull every government website is. And those designs are the worst. So NSA, hit me up. I'll make you a great site on Squarespace. Whoever, CDC, all you people, hit me up. But we can look at one of those influencer videos and see how lame it is. Usually these things are cheesy as fuck and unbearable to watch. So, here's a video of Dan Bongino. I hate Dan Bongino, and I barely know much about him. But he will show up as, like, people might also like this. Like, if you're looking at my show, they suggest to you his show. And it's like, no, fuck, don't go to him. Do not go to Dan Bongino's fucking podcast. That is not the place. That is not the place. Okay, so I'm looking for this. Influencers. Joe Biden. Alright. President Biden. YouTube Town Hall. Yeah, YouTube Town Hall. It's like, what? Who the fuck is Brave Wilderness? The dude that gets stung by giant bees for a living. Wow, that's who I want asking the important questions to Dr. Fauci. So, Dr. Fauci, if I shove 19 murder hornets up my ass, will it be okay to visit the emergency room, or are they too backed up with COVID patients right now? I need to know before I make this $100,000 off these views from these murder hornet stings up my asshole. So let me know, Dr. Fauci. All right? Yeah, cool. I'm trying to get those views. So like, all right. Let's see what we got here.
If you were to be stranded on a desert island and you had to bring one product with you, a skincare product that you might really love.
Oh my God. Yeah, because that's useful. That is so useful. Wow. This has 19,000 dislikes and only 2.4 thousand likes. I love that it has more dislikes than likes by a lot, because that first question, can we start that over? Jamie, can we start that over? Jamie, I need can you bring over the steroid needle so I can inject it into my dick, please, Jamie? Jamie, I'm running out of testosterone. My tits are coming out. Jamie, all right, play that back.
If you were to be stranded on a desert island and you had to bring one product with you, a skincare product that you might really love, what would it be?
Some sunscreen.
There we go.
If you're stuck on a desert island and you had to bring one skincare product with you, Mr. President, I know we're going through a worldwide pandemic. But I need to know what skincare product you would bring on a deserted island. It is urgent. It is so urgent. I just need to know, okay? Oh no. That's not even a COVID question. How is that a COVID question? What the fuck? I bet all 19K of those people disliked it after that one question. It's like, nope, fuck this. I don't care what anybody else has to say after that. Should I just exit this? Fuck this video. No, I'm gonna watch it.
Here we go.
Welcome to the YouTube Town Hall on COVID-19 vaccination with President Joe Biden and Dr. Anthony Fauci. My name is Karine Jean-Pierre, and I'll be hosting these conversations that we're going to have today. Now, listen, we are doing this today because we wanted to partner up with some of your favorite creators to have a conversation about the important.
None of these people are my favorite creators. I only know who the wilderness guy is because I've gotten drunk and watched him get stung by giant ass fucking hornet bee mutant monsters and just like sit there and talk about the pain while he's going through it like it's an acid trip or something. It's like, Jesus, dude, you get your kicks off some weird shit. So what kind of questions are these unknown influencers going to be asking the president, other than, if you were stuck on a desert island, what what skincare product would you bring, and what Netflix show would you have to have downloaded because you don't have internet? Well, I don't, well, that's a good question. I don't really know, I don't know what Netflix is. Last time I used a TV was 1965. And that was, it was a big tube. My Joe Biden.
Of getting vaccinated. Let's get started with our first conversation, Manny MUA.
Manny MUA, can you hear me?
How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely great. I have a couple questions for you guys. There's a lot of rumors that are going around that young and healthy people don't need to get the vaccine. You should save it for people who...
Oh, I wonder who said that, Jamie. Jamie, who could have said that? That young and healthy people don't need the vaccine. I wonder who said that rumor. Definitely wasn't me, Jamie. I didn't do that. I was on DMT that day. I was on DMT in my meat smoking sauna room, passing out from all the toxins. I was too busy doing jujitsu while tripping on LSD with Alex Jones.
are a little bit older. What do you guys think about that? Both of your guys' thoughts.
Young children, even though when they get infected, it's unlikely that they would have a serious disease compared to an elderly person or a person who has an underlying condition, they are not exempt from getting serious illness. So you want to protect the youngsters, be they adolescents, be they young children. You want to protect them, there's no doubt about it. But then there's also the responsibility that you have of not being part of spreading the infection throughout the community. So you almost want to take what I call a societal responsibility. Protecting children also protects society.
So I've heard rumors about, of course, a vaccine passport when you need to confirm whether you have the vaccine or not to travel or to go to concerts, etc.
Okay, so far he's not asking all like fucking conversation starter questions. What do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I got a story for you. Okay, so when I was in high school, my mom used to torture me on her birthday by making me and my brother go with her to New York City and eat, like, have tea time. Like, tea, not like golf teas, like sleepy time tea or chamomile tea or whatever the fuck. Have tea time at the top of the American Girl doll place store. There's a restaurant at the top of it. She'd sit us down, sit a doll next to one of us to make us feel embarrassed, and that was her birthday present, was just getting her kicks out of emasculating the two of us by dragging us to the American Girl doll place and humiliating us in front of all those people. It was horrible. It was horrible, but why do I bring that up? Because there was a stack of cards on the table when you would go there, and they were like little conversation points. Like I said, like, what would you do if you were president? Or like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, what's one secret that you haven't told anyone? Or like stupid things like that. And we would just be sitting there doing that, and I'd just be like, fuck my life. Like, this is horrible. and like that went on for a few years. It was really bad. It was painful. And I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore. So that's good. But, yeah.
Do you feel like that is going to be something that's going to be implemented more?
These rumors of vaccine passports, I think it just plays the paranoia in some people, particularly with younger people. And that's just not the case. But if you've been vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask. And if you're not, you should wear a mask for your own safety's sake and for the sake of the people you care a great deal about, the people you love. It's so easy for
But what if people don't care about the people they're supposed to care about?
people to get a vaccine. All you have to do is text your zip code and the number 438829. It'll tell you exactly where you can go to get a vaccine. You can get it quickly. And you know what? Uber and Lyft have come along and they've said that for the end of May all the way through to July 4th, anybody who calls them, they'll pick them up, take them to a vaccine site, wait.
Wait, do you call Uber? No, Joe Biden's never taken an Uber. I guess you call the Uber. Yeah, you like drop your location, you call. Okay, yeah, you call the Uber. Sorry, I was nitpicking to make fun of how he's an old man, but again, I'm being a dick. You do call an Uber. You can give me shit about this later if you want. I'm being a dick. I'm sorry.
Wait for them and take them back. That's a big deal.
That's amazing. Honestly, that's incredible. I love that they did an initiative like that. I feel like that's absolutely amazing.
I did see that though. I did see that. I didn't use it because they hadn't implemented that yet when I got mine. So I had to pay to go. But it was worth it to get the vaccine before most people. It was. Fuck you guys. I got Pfizer. Oh, I'm so mean today. I'm sorry.
Well, then, for my last question, President Biden, because I am a beauty guru myself, I do have to ask, if you were to be stranded on a desert island and you had to bring one product with you, a skincare product that you might really love.
Wait, who is this guy? Is he the non-controversial James Charles? Is he like the good James Charles, the one that doesn't like prey on children? Okay, then he's cool. He's fine. Manny Mua or Manny M-U-A. I don't know. I think Joe said it wrong, but whatever. Good for this dude. His eyebrows are have a perfect fade. Holy shit. How do you do that? I mean, that's why he's famous, I guess. I guess these people are famous. I don't know. Or they're just good at beauty stuff.
What would it be?
I think my wife, before I headed to that island, would tell me that you better bring some sunscreen.
There we go. That was all the questions I had. I just want to say thank you so much. Have an amazing one, both of you. Have a great day.
You too.
As you just heard from President Biden, everyone needs to get vaccinated, including young people.
Right,
and
on some pretty crazy adventures. Not sure if you guys are familiar with our work, but it's pretty.
Yeah, one time I put a gerbil up my ass. This is the Coyote Peterson guy, the nature guy. So one time I put a gerbil up my ass and he came out of my dick hole. And we put that on YouTube and they took away our ad revenue. So can you put in an executive order to give us back our ad revenue and YouTube make them put up the pee hole pee hole gerbil tape for us? We want that back. We really want that back. As you know, we've done a lot of adventures lately. We've done so many adventures, and one time I fucked a bat. I went to Wuhan, China. Joe, you gotta hear this. I was making a YouTube video. I went to Wuhan, China, and I fucked a bat. I fucked a bat for the YouTube, man, for that, and then they took away my ad revenue again. What's the deal, man? Why do I sound like Jimmy Fallon? Yo, what's the deal, man? Jimmy Fallon. I'm so funny. Oh, so funny. Fucking Jimmy Fallon. Hate that guy. How'd I go from making fun of Coyote Peterson to Jimmy Fallon?
Wild.
Mine's really calm.
I get up close with all sorts of animals that people will likely be afraid of. Snakes, scorpions, sharks, even grizzly bears, and fear is usually a result of people not understanding a certain species. I could say that the same thing goes for shots and vaccines. What can you tell us?
I thought he was gonna no. I thought he was gonna start calling different races, comparing different races to different species. I was like, no, don't do that, bro. Do not do that. That is not gonna be a good look for you. Whatever you do, do not do that. Okay.
will help alleviate any concerns parents might have in regard to kids getting vaccinated and why children that are the appropriate age should not be afraid of the vaccine.
You know, exposing somebody to something that is going to be for their benefit, and if they learn about it, they'll be able to do good by it. It's the same way I explain to parents about why their 12-year-old should get the shot. And I talk about it in terms of teaching about obligation to other people. It's not just about them, it's an obligation they have to their friends and other people. And on your show you do. You talk about the obligation we have to take care of what we've been given in the wild and so on.
The important thing is that...
Have they ever seen anything on YouTube? Like, has Joe Biden ever used YouTube before? Like on purpose, not just accidentally going to YouTube instead of YouPorn. But like really like just gone and looked up like Fat Guy Star Wars or whatever that video is. Fat Guy Star Wars. Fucking classic. Or Numa. Like, or Fauci? You think Fauci has time to be watching Coyote Peterson? Yeah, I like the one where you get fucked by the alligator. That's my favorite one. Now I need to know, was that consensual? Did he think you were asking for it?
Often parents ask some reasonable questions. Is this really safe for my child? And did you really rush the vaccine? That vaccine that has been distributed, that I got, that the president got, that is the result of decades of scientific and clinical research that led to that.
They're using the mRNA vaccine to a version of it to cure cancer. You heard me right. To cure cancer. That was the original purpose of the mRNA vaccine. That was what they were working on developing it for, and then COVID hit. They halted development on that and put all those resources into the COVID vaccine. So, how does the mRNA cancer vaccine work, you may ask? Well, people, I am no scientist, but they take some of the cancer cells from the patient, and then they do something weird with that, and they make a vaccine out of it with the mRNA that is going to tell that person specifically. It's tailor-made for that person's body, and that vaccine gives them, their body, the tools and the information that it needs, similar to fighting off the coronavirus, to fighting off the cancer cells, killing the cancer cells. And what, you're gonna say that technology is evil? No, dude, that's amazing. We're gonna be able to cure cancer because of this technology. That's amazing. And like, if you're so upset about it being like, you know, having to do with COVID because you don't believe in COVID or something. Dude, how many people do you know that have had and died of cancer? Probably many. So, don't you want to prevent that? You want to prevent that from happening? Any more loss? So, can we trust technology a little bit? Because that's what it is. It's modern technology. You know, I'm not going to dwell on Coyote Peterson too much.
Travel a lot to do what we do. Every single video that we make for our YouTube channel requires some kind of travel. So needless to say, this past year has been pretty challenging, but we recognize it hasn't been nearly as challenging.
This year, since we couldn't travel anywhere, we had to go to Coyote Peterson's backyard in Newport, Rhode Island, and just find some dung beetles around and you know, just try to get them to clamp my penis hole with their pincers and see how long I will be unable to pee for when it swells. You know, like I just want to you know, we were just doing that, you know, because COVID, man, because we couldn't travel. So this vaccine is gonna be really helpful because then I can go test my pee hole on something else, and that'll be cool. And people will watch that because they like seeing me in pain.
As some of the families out there that haven't been able to see loved ones.
All right. Well, anyways, this is cringe. It's a lot of cringe. I don't want to bore you with it. It's whatever. Anyways, so that's the influencers talking about COVID with the president and Dr. Fauci. Talking about the Fauci ouchie. Do you think he knows that people call it that? Probably not. Well, maybe. What else is in the news? What else? iOS 14.6 is out now, so update your iPhone as soon as you can, or your iPad as well. It's important to stay on top of those because they usually have vital security patches that you need in order to keep your data and information safe. Turning on automatic updates is always a good option if you feel like it. Apple recently also released new devices, which all look really nice. I haven't really talked about those much. They have these new things called AirTags. They're little tracking devices that you can connect to your phone. So let's say you leave your backpack somewhere. Well, you'll be able to find it because the AirTag is inside the backpack. And the AirTag communicates with all the other Apple devices nearby, even if they're not yours. Like just all Apple devices nearby via Bluetooth in order to provide an accurate location. And I think it's really cool, and I might need to get some of those. Like, I lose things all the time and need some sort of solution that easily hooks up to my phone. Like, I have one of those Tile trackers. I have it in my backpack now, but the actual Tile app doesn't integrate well with the iPhone, and it really kills the battery. So Apple's AirTag solves those issues pretty well. And they also launched a new iMac, and it comes in different color selections, which remind me of the old iPod Nanos, but in a good way. It's a total redesign of the iMac. Really cool stuff. The price isn't horrible, but it's definitely bad. And there's a new iPad Pro as well. If you like the iPad Pro, it's, well, one of those, but somehow better. Like, I don't know, my iPad Pro does a pretty damn good job of doing what I need it to do. So what does this iPad Pro do that makes it better than my old one? I mean, like I saw the new keyboard for it, and that you can move into different ergonomic positions, and that's really cool, futuristic looking thing there, but it's not worth dropping so much money on a new device like that. But whatever, people are gonna buy it, people are gonna enjoy it, it's fine. Why am I so worried? I'm not buying it. What else? Kim Kardashian is being sued by her gardeners. Had a quality tweet about it yesterday. It was a picture of some giant hedges shaped like a huge ass with the caption, "And that's when Kim Kardashian's gardeners realized they had enough." And it was one of my best performing tweets of the month, yeah. I don't know, like, any more information about that. I think more will come out as time goes. She also failed her bar exam, so I just thought it was funny. Think about that whole thing. Jeez, I'm waiting on this dude to get back to me about something, but to no avail. I'm getting nothing back here. Yeah, I have this song stuck in my head. Pretty bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's bad that it's stuck in my head. So, there's that, but whatever. So, there's also we got some drama going on. We got Ted Cruz versus Jimmy Kimmel happening again. Listen, Kimmel disappoints me. He let Ted kick his ass in the basketball game they had a couple years ago. I didn't realize Ted was a baller like that. Kimmel played like his jokes for the last 5 years. Shitty. Jimmy used to be one of my favorite late night hosts, but he became another political commentator instead of being a comedian. And that's That's when I stopped watching late night, I think. Especially when it started coming over to YouTube and, like, taking over. That was annoying because it's not what YouTube is about. It shouldn't be cable TV, but anyways. Jimmy and Ted are at odds again. I'm not sure why this time, but let me check Twitter. Twitter.com. And I'll look up Ted Cruz, Jimmy Kimmel. Search. Ted Cruz picks late night Twitter fight with Jimmy Kimmel after scathing segment. Let's see. The Senate's least favorite senator. Wait, let's see. What did Ted Cruz say? I want to read his tweets. So Kimmel on Monday called out Cruz for insulting the U.S. military as emasculated, while Cruz sniped at him on Twitter for talking crap and challenged him to a rematch of their 2018 charity basketball game. Cruz also reminded Kimmel that he lost the game and has to live with that forever. And then Kimmel says, he's right, it's true, I do have to live with that forever. But you have to live with being Ted Cruz forever, which is so much worse. And then Kimmel didn't accept the offer of a rematch. Instead, he used it as a lesson for Cruz, who didn't accept the results of the 2020 election and tried to challenge it both in court and in Congress. So this is the Kimmel quote. After you won the game, do you remember what I did? I said, good game, thanks, and I shook your disgusting hand. I didn't complain that it was rigged. I didn't ask for a recount on the referee. I didn't start a conspiracy theory about the basketball having a microchip in it. I accepted it. I brought shame on my family, and I embraced it as I always do. It was a terrible day. I lost a basketball game to a man who ate one of his own boogers during a presidential debate. Oh my god, well done. Well fucking done. Ted Cruz, you fucking asshole. I challenge you to the one thing that I actually can surprisingly beat anybody at, which is basketball. So now, after I beat Jimmy Kimmel, I'm going down to West Harlem to the to PS 62, and I'm challenging the boys down there. Goes down. He's wearing a red bandana. Doesn't realize what it means. He's got his tank top on. I'm talking about Ted Cruz. What up, my fellow brothers? How you doing? I'm here for the ball game. You know. Y'all got any? Y'all got any reefer? I don't want any. I just wanna make sure you don't. Because I don't wanna. I get scared near that kind of stuff. You guys ready to get schooled by Ted Cruz, the guy who ate a booger on live TV? Anyways, we gotta roast him. We gotta roast Ted Cruz. We got stuff to say about him, right? He's being annoying. He's saying some shit about the China origins of COVID or whatever. How COVID was made in a lab, or the thing that we're saying like they're looking into right now. They don't have any concrete evidence of that, but they are looking into it as a possibility. Yeah. So, anyways, fucking Ted Cruz was on Fox News as always, as he is every week, tooting his little horn, his little sackless horn. So, anyways, here we go.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz has been one of the loudest voices calling for a complete investigation into where the virus came from.
Where do viruses come from? The same way I don't know where babies come from, because me and my wife, see, we have never actually fornicated. She told me that is not something that she can do, except, she does that with our pool boy Eduardo anyway, so I don't understand. And then Eduardo's cousin Emilio comes over, and then they start, one does her from the back and the other from the front, and then the And then I walk in and they make me watch, but I feel uncomfortable and I ask if I can leave, and then they don't let me leave, and I feel too uncomfortable to stand up for myself. But you know, I do not think my kids are mine, is what I'm trying to say, Sean. I do not think my kids are mine.
And he joins us now. Senator Cruz, Sanders with me as well. And there's no indication that the Biden administration plans to push China for more transparency on this as the intelligence community investigates it. We also learned earlier today that back in the spring, the Biden White House closed down a State Department group that was looking into the origins of coronavirus. What do you make of all this?
Well, unfortunately, in the first 4 months, we've seen Joe Biden and the administration consistently soft on China and soft on Russia. With respect to China, the evidence, I think, strongly suggests that this virus escaped from one of the 2 institutes of virology in Wuhan, China. There are 2 that were studying not just coronaviruses, they were studying coronaviruses derived from bats. Bats that don't occur naturally within 900 miles of Wuhan where the outbreak occurred. And one of those two institutes, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, is 400 yards away from the wet market where some of the first cases were discovered. Now, when I raised this...
So it's either scientists or wet market, which has notoriously been a place where viruses have started historically over and over again. It is known as a place where disease spreads, but the highly sterilized facility miles and miles away, I'm going to say that it was that place, even though the wet market is usually the perpetrator every time. I'm going to go with the Chinese lab. I'm going to go Chinese lab for 200 points, Alex. What is Chinese lab?
This back in March of last year, I called for an independent investigation. Much of the corporate media derided it. In fact, the Washington Post fact-checked it and said it was objectively false, that it could have possibly escaped from this lab. We now know 3 researchers at that lab got sick with symptoms that certainly are consistent with COVID in the winter of 2019. There needs to be a clear, serious, objective investigation.
They got sick, so that automatically means that it's COVID. In the winter of 2019, that would be like way before COVID. I don't know, like COVID spread everywhere else, but people get sick of other shit. Yeah, like that's an interesting coincidence, I guess. But that doesn't mean anything. We need more evidence than that. Oh, 3 people got sick, so that automatically means that the lab that's handling viruses and stuff spread the coronavirus to everyone, even though they do other viruses too, and the wet market is nearby and all that stuff. You know, I'm gonna go with conspiracy. I'm gonna go with that they're trying to infect the whole world and cause the end of times. I believe that is somehow profitable to the Chinese Communist Party because I hate Asian people. I'm Ted Cruz, and I don't even know, like, how can they even see me? How can they even see me with those little eyes? Have you seen Alex Mador? It looks like he's half asleep all the time. Like, you don't know if they're asleep or awake. It's scary. It's scary. And everyone's just like, Ted? And then don't even get me started on if you try to copy their homework. Ted, I think you're getting too personal here. Oh, and then they go off and they start fucking your wife. I'll stop. I'm sorry. We're a minute 45 into this video. And I have no testicles. None at all. So that is why I need to be replaced. Repealed and replaced.
Investigation. Joe Biden shut down the investigation that was ongoing at the Department of State. And just a couple of weeks ago, We had a vote in the Senate Commerce Committee on whether to create a commission to study the origins of COVID-19. Unfortunately, every single Democrat voted no because uncovering China's culpability in it apparently is not consistent with their partisan objectives.
Earlier today, the former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who put together this group to look into the origins of COVID, tweeted the following about that group being shut down. President Biden sides with China, WHO, and the liberal media on Wuhan virus, joining the, quote, nothing to see here crowd by shutting down State Department pandemic origin investigation I commenced. This isn't political. America must lead on this. And then we heard at a Senate Appropriations Committee hearing today from Dr. Anthony Fauci that he can't guarantee that the Chinese didn't lie to him after he told them you can't use NIH money to pursue gain-of-function research.
Well, unfortunately, Dr. Fauci funded some of the research that may have been at the heart of this coming out. That was a mistake. And even more so, Dr. Fauci has been part of essentially covering this up. For months, he dismissed as a crackpot theory what I think the preponderance of the evidence suggests. We don't know this for a fact, and the reason we don't know it for a fact is because China has control of...
I gotta call somebody real quick. Alright, how much of this is left? Let me see. We're recording again? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Those labs, they won't allow investigators in. They won't allow any evidence in. They want to cover it up. The World Health Organization, which Trump pulled out of and Biden put us back into, the World Health Organization has assisted China in the cover-up, and I think the people who died across this country and across the world, their families deserve to know where this virus came from, if it indeed came from a Chinese government lab and was released either intentionally or more likely accidentally, but we ought to investigate to figure it out. And
he so badly wants to say intentionally, though. Like, that's his way of saying intentionally. But then he goes, but I don't want to, I'm not assuming it intentionally. I mean, like, maybe. But actually, I mean, yeah, intentionally. Fuck, man. Here we are sitting inside watching Ted Cruz complain about shit. Wow, it's such a beautiful day. Well, you know, I think it came from a lab on purpose. Well, not really on purpose. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Well, you know, I'm going to backpedal on that statement again, but... yeah, that's what he sounds like to me.
And Joe Biden and the Democrats need to stop their cover-up that is benefiting the Chinese communists at the expense of the American people.
Let me go to this idea of what you said just a moment ago, and you also referred to it a little while back, too, about this idea of a crackpot theory. You mocked the Washington Post and their fact-checker, Glenn Kessler, calling them clowns after Kessler wrote an article yesterday with the headline, quote, Timeline, How the Wuhan Lab Leak Theory Suddenly Became Credible. Many mainstream media outlets dismissed the idea, as you pointed out, that this thing could have ever come from a lab a year ago. Now they are conveniently... ignoring their very own mockery as they now report on the increasing credence of this possibility.
Yeah, look, and the facts were there a year ago. The State Department, long before this pandemic began, sent two different wires raising concerns about the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and in particular, their poor security standards, that they didn't have good protocols to prevent an accidental leak. And the State Department wires predicted there was a risk of a coronavirus pandemic. This is before COVID-19 started. The State Department was raising those concerns, and yet the Washington Post and much of the corporate media refused to raise those concerns. They dismissed them.
Were you on the side of the president who said that COVID was a hoax and that it would all be gone by like April or something, and now it's like a year later and it's still not gone? So, like, I guess you've accepted that it's real and that it's urgent. But now you're acting like you weren't on the side of it. Not being a big deal. It's not a big deal. Oh, we knew about it. Oh, then if we knew about it being a threat, then why were you guys acting like we don't need to, like, shut down shit? And we don't need to be, like, wearing masks and protecting people. Like, so what is it? It's one or the other, dude. He's a fucking hypocrite. I can't give him any more of our fucking time. I won't do it. I will not do it. I will not listen to Ted Cruz. I will not do it because I no longer drink booze. Hell yeah. I stopped drinking. Mostly. Which is crazy. Yeah, let me talk about that for a second. So, like, I've been feeling a lot better. Just with no vaping, no drinking. I know I mentioned this before, but I'm really happy about it. I have like one beer a night. One light beer a night. And I've had a lot more energy. I've been a lot more clear-headed. I think it's things are good in that regard. I'm surprised that it wasn't as crippling to me as I thought it was going to be to quit. So that's good. That's good. It's really good. Anyways, we got some Karens that we gotta watch. Here we go.
He threw me to the ground!
Okay, wait. So this looks like an airport. This lady is yelling at a security officer.
My name is Terry M. Cruz! I'm the manager of the fucking airport here!
That's not
Who saw him choking? Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to, and I saw him push you out the door. You deserve it! I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
You deserve it! Yeah, tell him, dude.
Boo-hoo.
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 Boo-hoo! You fuck off!
Not helping. Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport here!
Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. I'll punch you down in your seat.
Oh shit. Oh, this is some Asian hate. Some Asian hate.
Punch you down.
That's a white guy. So that's a white guy attacking an Asian. So that disproves the whole "oh, it's only black people attacking Asians" narrative right there. That is a bald ass white dude attacking an Asian dude. So you're gonna tell me it's just black people? You're gonna blame it on them? White people? White nationalist supremacist people? Really? You're gonna do that? Got all this evidence here, dude. All this evidence that white people are the ones doing it. Doing the offenses against Asians.
Yeah. China.
Oh!
Oh, you think I'm afraid of you? Never said that, sir.
Oh, is he drunk? He's drunk. That doesn't make it fine. But... oh, he slapped?
One more time, motherfucker.
Oh, kick his ass.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Sit down. Don't do it.
Stop doing it right now.
Don't do it.
She's drunk, man. Hey, he's not even working. Put him. I'll put him on. Come on.
No, kick his ass. This lady's trying to tell the Asian guy, no, don't do it. Don't. He's drunk. Just don't. Dude, if that was happening to me, and this dude comes up to me, Chinese motherfucker slaps me across the face, dude, 5 seconds, fucking on the ground, choked out, all of my weight on his neck. You don't do hate crimes. You don't do that. This is why I don't take the train, because I'm gonna end up killing somebody. Like, that's not gonna be good. Like, self-defense, I mean. Like, some white person's gonna be, you fucking Asian. They're dead. They're dead. The second they say that, they're dead. That's the thing. Like, I don't have the patience to deal with racism. So before they do anything else, they will be in the hospital. So I don't go on the subway. I don't. Is she threatening a kid? I'll come for you, bitch. What is wrong with people? What is this? Is this a Subway? Or like, what is this? This is just some random place, some deli or something. Dude, chill, lady.
Oh no, you're gonna compensate me. What you owe me?
Oh. She keeps throwing stuff at her. What the fuck?
She likes she's throwing things and she's oh no, I didn't steal you owe me. No, you're not.
Oh, fuck. Just shoved her and left after stealing a bunch of drinks. What the fuck is wrong with this lady? The white woman, thinking they can get away with this shit.
I got the whole thing on video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was about masks. It's always about masks. What are you gonna do?
It's always about masks. What?
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna smother me with your mask?
What?
Come to Roseville. See if people will be on your side over there. We don't care.
Get the fuck out of here! We're talking about fucking president here, man!
What the fuck are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Find my fucking husband, then you decide, bitch!
I'll get my husband! Yeah, you have to call your husband because you can't do anything yourself, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch.
What are you shut the fuck up? Find your fucking business!
Oh wow, real mature. You're
What the fuck are you, you dumbass fuck?
Okay.
You're embarrassing. I've never
Come on, we walk.
Let's go, bitches! Let's go back to Roseville.
Okay.
Thank you, goodbye! Thank you, I know! Have a good day! Thanks for coming!
Nice.
You want to freak out? Oh, you're being racist.
You called me Kira.
You're being racist. Look how you're acting.
You know we Karen is not race. So you call him Jorge and say something about a camel? What? Dude, you are a Karen. That's the thing. You're a Karen. This is Karen behavior.
You see me picking her up.
I told you you were over.
Hope you're proud.
I hope you're proud.
That's embarrassing. You're racist, lady. Come on. Come on. Racist lady following me. I picked her up and she starts screaming. She starts screaming. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You're escalating the situation.
You are escalating. I guess.
How old? You're racist, lady. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
Oh damn, that's one of the NFTs that I almost bought. That they added here, the Karening intensifies sticker.
Embarrassing.
Crypto Karen.
This lady just freaking tried to grab my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I don't want your phone.
You just heard your... I'm literally going home and you're following me.
Today, Norfolk City Councilman Paul Riddick defended some controversial remarks he made about Chinese restaurants in the city.
At a council meeting this week, he said the restaurants don't need money and they don't give anything back to the community. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin talked to him about those comments.
Chinese don't need any money. They're making money hand over fist, and they always have been. They don't hire blacks, and they don't give anything back to the community.
Those were Councilman Paul Riddick's words Tuesday night. That statement came after council members heard a presentation about helping businesses in the city during the coronavirus outbreak. The director of economic development.
So then he was like, fuck them Chinese. Bro, come on. You've never eaten from a Chinese food restaurant before? So they're not. You definitely have, and so they're not contributing to your community at all. If you use their restaurant, you eat their food, that's a contribution right there. What do you mean they're not offering anything? You just want to say that because you don't feel like they're welcome there. You don't want them there. That's some racist thing within you.
The Norfolk Small Business Outreach Team is calling businesses to help owners.
We've contacted and been in touch with over 1,000 businesses as of last week.
Councilman Tommy Smeagol asked about language barriers and helping the Spanish-speaking community. The director used an example of the team making calls to Chinese restaurants. When Riddick made his comment about the restaurants, Councilman Tommy Smeagol responded to him.
Mr. Rick, I'm really upset with your comments that you made about Chinese families.
Oh, yeah, it might have sounded racist. It might have sounded like I was, picking that group out. But I was picking it out economically.
Oh, he's old as fuck. He's old as fuck. His eyebrows are literally like, I don't know, they're fucking caterpillars. They're short little caterpillars. It's hilarious.
Riddick says he thinks small black businesses aren't getting enough support from the city and community. Riddick says his comment came from personal experience in the city where he grew up, and that the black community makes up most of the customers at Chinese restaurants. Riddick says because of that, he thinks Chinese restaurants haven't struggled financially during the coronavirus pandemic.
How about those ones that ended up closed?
Well, what? Dude, Chinese restaurants have struggled extremely. I eat there as much as I can during COVID times because of the sole reason of I don't want them to go out of business. I want to support my fellow Asian Americans and Asians living in America. And that's something that I'm doing because they are actually losing business out of xenophobic, anti-Asian COVID fears, That is an actual thing that is happening. So to say that they don't need help is ridiculous. They need a lot of help if they're going to stay afloat. Like this news person said, what about the ones that have gone out of business? What does he have to say about those?
They have made enough money in the past that they didn't get hurt.
The councilman says he supports
so they're not victims in any way. So they're not struggling in any way. Do you see what you're doing? You're doing the exact thing that the white people are doing to you, sir. I'm sorry, but you are saying that exact same thing about us Asians. And that is not cool. We're not just doing fine. We don't need help or whatever. Dude, everybody needs help right now. Business owners need fucking help. Small business needs fucking help. An Asian small business is not going to be getting a lot of support right now. And you probably know that. That's why you have all this spite against Asian people, against Chinese people. It's very cringe.
Shows that I'm not racist.
But he stands by his words.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
Also, yeah, I was saying it'd be good.
Respectfully asking Milestone for a supervisor, and they're refusing to give me one. I want your supervisor. I am a sergeant. I want somebody over you. I want a phone number. Right now. You're the one breathing all heavy for a fighter. Because he's starting an issue with people out in the street. He is not starting. You weren't, sir. You weren't. That guy has never caused an issue since he's been here. First thing he did was apologize to me. First thing he did. And why are you saying he has an attitude? You do. You're the one with the attitude right now. You're going to have to leave, sir. I don't have to leave. I'll leave that I'll sit here and babysit you. You're not babysitting me, pal. I've been doing this longer than you can imagine. I came over to have a conversation with him, and And we fixed it. Now you're over here causing more of a problem.
You told me he had an attitude.
I said you had an attitude.
You are totally...
I need a supervisor from you.
You're not getting one unless I get one.
No problem, buddy. Hey. You choose your battles wisely, fellas.
You've already lied to me. You said you was pulling out of there.
No, I didn't. I said I was right here in the turn lane.
You told me you was right there.
You lying sack of shit. I said
Now
I was
you're
right here
cussing at
and I
me?
turn it.
Now you're cussing
I
at me?
was sitting right, and he knows that. He was
He
sitting right
you
here.
just told me.
You know what? You're a nobody. You get out of the street.
Quit pointing your finger.
Get out of the street.
Come here. Come here.
Get his tag number. 22474. We're getting it. I don't really care. We're getting it. I just told you. 22474.
What's your badge number?
5.
5.
Car 5.
What county? What township?
Morgan.
Morgan?
Yep.
Police station.
Don't worry about it. You got my
No,
tag. You think
no,
you know
what's the
everything.
police station?
You think you know everything.
Now you're trying to push me.
You touch me and you're going to jail.
You see
This,
right?
I
You
see,
see
man.
this, right?
I got it on camera what he just did.
Just like your helmet says, danger, stupid kills.
You know this is going on YouTube, right?
Get out of the street.
What an asshole.
That's unbelievable.
I know.
Those cops suck, dude.
You're doing everything but drive this car. You've gone through emails, you've looked at pictures.
Okay.
Everything but drive the car. Okay? It's illegal.
Okay.
Is there a reason you might be doing this, or?
I'm at a... Are you pulling me over because I'm blocking traffic?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and pull you over then. I'll have you pull into
That-
the...
I didn't mean that,
I'll have you pull over
sir.
into the BP lot, okay?
I didn't mean that.
Hang tight. Pull all the way up, please. Thank you.
May I ask what else you're pulling me over for?
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay, so then am I getting a citation?
Yes, ma'am.
Under Ohio State law, you can only pull me over for texting if there's another offense and give me a ticket.
Well, I've done this 20 years, and you're wrong. In the city...
I just looked up.
Well,
Except for the city of Dublin.
You need to look up the city of Columbus, ma'am. This is the code I'm going to actually give you. It's 2131.44B.
Okay.
I'm actually going to give you a copy of the law today.
Great.
It is primary offense.
Just so you know, also, walking up to a woman's car, you should have pulled me over. You're lucky I didn't have my pepper spray on me. You scared the ever-living shit.
So that would be assaulting an officer, ma'am, and you would get shot in the face. So I would love to see you try doing that. I shouldn't say that, but that's hilarious. I was gonna pepper spray you, officer. You're lucky. Imagine if anybody else said that. Imagine. They would be on the ground right now, probably dead.
Out of me as a
You would
woman,
not, if you weren't going through emails,
Sir,
you would probably be more observant.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm telling you, as a woman, I'm actually shaking right now because you scared the ever-living shit out of me.
Well, I've made over 7,000 traffic
Sir,
stops,
I
and I've never been
understand that,
pepper sprayed.
But you,
So.
I understand that, sir. But I'm telling you, as a woman, you made me feel unsafe.
Okay, I'm a public safety
I
official, ma'am.
understand that, but please listen to what I am saying because you're not
Oh my
listening. Because
God.
you're seeing this through the eyes of me trying to get out of a ticket, which I'm not.
Oh, you won't get
I'm
out of it, yeah.
Sir,
I can
please
assure you of that.
Sir, can I please finish my sentence?
Go ahead.
As a public employee, I am letting you know, as somebody who is a person who pays your salary. Sir, please.
No, I'm no longer going to listen to you. I'm no longer going to listen to you. I'm going to give you your driver's license back. What you are being cited with is texting while driving. I gave you a copy of the law. You're going to have 3
Can I
options.
please have your badge
Your
number?
first option, it's going to be right here, ma'am. It's at the bottom of
Can I
your
please borrow
citation.
your pen? 'Cause
No, ma'am. You will. All I have to do is provide it to you. It's on the bottom of your citation.
Can I
So
have the
you're going to
citation,
have
please, and
3
please
separate
go?
options. I won't give you your options then. I need your signature. Your signature is not an admission of guilt, but I do need your signature because it's an arrestable offense if you do not.
She's being so difficult.
I can't believe that you won't even listen.
No, as soon as you said...
You won't listen to me. You don't listen to me. Ah, it's typical. Typical.
I pay your salary, and we're done.
But, sir,
We're
I'm
done.
trying to tell you
We are
so
done.
that you can do your job better.
I've done my job
I would
20
have-
years, and I'm
I
protecting
get
the
that.
public from you reading your emails while you drive your car.
Well, that
Drive
hasn't
safely now.
existed for 20 years.
What did she say?
You need your signature because it's a...
I'm trying to tell you 20 years.
What?
We are
so
done.
that you can do your job better.
I've done my job
I would have-
20 years, and I'm
I
protecting
get
the
that.
public from you reading your emails while you drive your car.
Well, that
Drive
hasn't
safely now.
existed for 20 years.
That hasn't existed for 20 years. What, emails? Okay, lady. You want to get technical about it? That hasn't existed for 20 years. Are you stupid? He means traffic stops, you dumb idiot. Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with people? So those are the Karen compilations of the week there. Let me see. I got some notifications here on Reddit. I'm looking through the relationship advices here. Let's see. What the fuck? These are so weird. Okay, what? Wife arrested. My wife was arrested for shoplifting. She claims it was not intentional, but through tears, I deserve this because I do it all the time. It's worth noting we are financially comfortable, and what she tried to steal was minimal in value. Of course, we retained a lawyer and she'll likely get off without a record because she has no other priors. It makes me so angry that she'd take a risk like that, which could impact our family, 2 young kids. We had spent the day biking and cooking out. Then when the kids went to bed, had to go to the store. Reality was we didn't need anything. It was a random trip at 11 p.m. To make things worse, the literally head of security for this chain is our neighbor, who we've only known for 5 months. So now I'm embarrassed every time I walk outside. She's acting like nothing happened. I'm not sure what to do or how to address it. How do you even discuss it? It's obviously unacceptable. How do I trust her with anything? Well, you gotta nip this in the bud before it becomes a really bad addiction. That's kleptomania, from what I can see. She's becoming a klepto. Like, when you just steal things for the sake of stealing them, like cheap things that you can definitely afford to buy, like you said, you're living comfortably, that's a problem. It's not stealing out of desperation, it's stealing just out of an addiction, an urge to do so. And so she needs therapy. She definitely needs therapy, and that is the best thing that you could do in this situation. Sit her down, say, like, you can't keep doing this, so you have to get help. And then get her an appointment and get help. So that is that. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying there. I'm gonna cut this short here because I gotta go eat. But anyways, this has been the Short News Podcast. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Alex Mador. You can find me on Twitter at Alex_Madore. You can find me on Instagram at Alex Mador. I'm on Clubhouse too. I'll be there tonight. Thank you for listening. I love you very much, and peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.